Filming. So, yep, we are. All right. Sup. Ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh Council. Fraps has been a little bit of pain in the butt past couple days, so fixing it. But this is Sea Lancer Frog deck profile, and this is your video for the week. There'll probably be one following afterwards if I manage to get my butt over to KT and get Johnny opening that box of what's that set? Cosmo Blazar. So look forward to that if it happens. If not, we'll see what happens. But anyway, we have 3 Battle Fader because you don't want people touching you. The main reason is because you want to tribute it for Sea Lancers, so we're running triple Battle Fader. Triple Caius spot removal, get over anything that gets in your way. Anything the Sea Lancer can't take out, Caius does, so hence I'm running 3. 3 card D, speed, Cars the movie, speed. It's, there's no need to explain that. 2 Dupe Frog, saying in the deck, Gores, protection, because you want protection, especially when you're in card D. That's why I run Trage also. Double Light and Darkness Dragon, because it just poops on everything, negates it all, forces your opponent to do things they don't want to do, so very good. Poison Draw Frog, basically when he's equipped with Sea Lancer and he's popped, you draw a card, so extra draw power. This guy right here is so busted. Ronzoni, that's what I call him. Ronzoni the Frog, or Toad. Ronnie Toaden is basically the most busted freaking thing in this deck because you basically banish this guy, Swap Frog, or Treeborn Frog, and you get a special amount, and then you go into rank 2s, and you just sit on Gaichi plays and make this guy huge. So there's that. Then we go to Sea Lancer. Now, for those of you who don't know, because a lot of people may not know this, this is not like a deck that's fully out there all the time. He starts at 1300, so he can't be bottomless. Then you get the effect to equip as many fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monsters, and you equip it to this card, but they're the ones that are banished. The effect can only be used while this card's face up. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy one of the cards instead. And as long as this card is equipped with one of them, it has 1,000 extra points, which puts it at 2,300. So basically, you banish everything out with him, and then you re-equip it with Sea Lancer. And then Sea Lancer goes to 2,300. And then by using him, you go to 3 Gaichi Walls that give this guy a 1,200 power boost on top of his 1,000, making him pretty freaking big. Then we have 3 Swap Frog. Swap Frog is also really broken in the deck. Not broken as in should be banned, because he mills them off and starts up your play. So it's really simple, really easy, really easy to understand. 2 Tragodia. These guys can manipulate levels for Caius to go rank 6 access. They're just really good protection too. They get huge, especially behind Gaichis. Anything that's going to help you win pretty much was thrown in this deck. Not thrown in per se, but you get the idea. 2 Treeborn Frog. Now, I love Treeborn Frog, so people only run 1. I always like having that summon on board, so I don't like taking chances, and that's why I run 2 Creature Swap. Now, I'm not running Salvage, but I am running Pavavris, because Salvage, I just really never need. Soul Exchange, I would side it with Salvage for those times I would need it, for those longer duels, but I'm not going to need it game 1. I'm not going to know what you're playing. Macro Cosmos, you will start needing certain things like that. So Dark Hole, staple, heavy, staple, reborn, staple, WMC, staple, Pod Virus I mentioned. 3 Econ, because here's what happens. You play Econ standby phase when this guy comes out, Treeborn, and you tribute the Treeborn. You take your opponent's monster, and then since it's still a standby phase and you chained Speed 2, Treeborn now has the ability to come back out of the graveyard, basically making this a mind control with the direct attack or tributing. So it's really, really busted in this deck. Then we get over to the extra deck, which is awful. Oh, yeah, awful. Also alphabetized. So we have Aldrius, Keeper of Armageddon. Now, for those of you going to say, Volcanus is better, Volcanus is in here. For when he gets released into the TCG market, he is in here, so don't fret. Daigusto Phoenix, because this thing is busted. That's why its price tag is so high. 3 Gaichis, because Gaichi just is Grey Hulk and sits behind a wall all day. And we have Gaia the Dragon, the Thunder Charger. I'm saying Gaia the Dragon, Thunder Charger, which is pretty appropriate minus the, forgot to say the. Basically, you overlay this guy on Adreus, Alcanus, the ninja here, who I hardly ever use, or one of the rank 6s. Basically, just becomes busted. You could run 2, I only ran 1. Looking back, I may have run 2, but oh well. Insector Exobeetle, because this thing, oh my god, this thing. Same situation as Sea Lancer. If you equip a Poison Draw Frog and then you use his effect to basically target the Poison Draw Frog to destroy Poison Draw and then destroy one card your opponent controls, you're picking up one and destroying one, and you're able to overlay to Gaia and just smack for 2600, which is hilarious. Then we go over to number 12, just because number 12 just sits on the field and stalls for days on end. It's hilarious. Number 25, because it just stops big monsters and their effects. If you want to freeze frame that, you've never seen this card before, whatever, right there you can see it. This guy doesn't come out to the TCG until a little after March, like in the middle of March. It's number 61, Volcanus, and basically it's sort of like this guy, but with a ring destruction in a way, except only your opponent. So let's say Flame Wingman, for those of you GX era and Aldreus, like combined. So he's pretty freaking busted. And then we go to Photon Strike Bouncer, who I mentioned, Caius Trage Love. There's just random ways to do it. If your opponent's playing rank 6, give him a Treeborn Frog, summon a Caius, and then creature swap the frog over, or the toad, and just, overlay. It's easy. Slacker Magician, this has to be one of my favorites. Now, there's not too many times you're going to summon this card, but it's just in there for those times. And basically how you summon this card is you Monster Reborn this guy, and you already have one on the field from, its own effect. Then you go Slacker Magician, you just sit on Slacker Magician for when you need to sit on things. And you sit on a lot of things, you slow the game down, it's hilarious. Just to make those harder matchups really easier. Swordbreaker, he's kind of like a Catastor, hence why I ran him. Tyrus is really good because it just cannot be destroyed by card effects. And at the end of the battle phase, basically if they drop Gores and this guy attacked, this female whatever attacked, then it'll blow it up, your choice, one card. It's just too good. Wind Up Arsenal Zen Mayo, because once per turn you can detach one XC, target 2 sets card. Basically when you have them like on the the back, they're put to their backs against the wall and they're just they're starting to set stuff, you just blow up that back or blow up that set monster and win the game. So that's the whole deck. Let me know what you think of this week's video of Sea Lancer Frog.